So it kind of goes through and it does a training first, then with instruction, without instruction and testing. I found that with the instruction, she tends to just wait for it to show her what to do and not actually do it herself. So I haven't really been doing the instruction part. I just skip right to the no instruction because she listens better and does it. So then it goes through, it starts with above and below, then does in front of and back of, next to. So it adds the prepositions in with these commands. So we're at the beginning of sequential commands here. And it's starting us with above and below. Now, I believe this is the first time she's done this one. So, you ready? You can sit in the chair. Okay.
Please put bird number 1 below the golf club.
Ooh.
Yes. Now put bird number 2 below the golf club. Yes.
You have to touch bird number 2.
Put bird number 1 above the skis.
Touch 1.
Good. Now put bird number 2 below
Touch 2
the
first.
skis.
Thank you.
Yes. Put bird number 1 above the guitar. Yes. Now put bird number 2 above the guitar.
Touch 2 first.
Good. Put bird number 1
Touch 1.
below the bat.
Nope, find bird 1.
Good.
See, she's trying to do it the way the computer's showing her. It
Now
goes from
put bird number 2
showing her how to do
below
it to having to do
the
it
bat.
herself.
Good.
Okay.
Put bird number 1
Touch
above
bird 1.
the skis.
Thank you. You gotta touch the bird.
Please put bird number 1 above the skis.
Where is it going? There we
Good.
go. You didn't take it. Touch the bird first.
Now put bird number 2 above the skis.
Good. There
Good.
you go.
Put bird number 1 above the tennis racket.
Good.
Yes. Now put bird number 2 below the tennis racket.
Touch the bird first.
Yes.
We're gonna skip to doing. I thought it wasn't nose.
Put bird number 1 below the golf club. Yes. Now put bird number 2 below the golf club.
Thank you.
Yes. Put bird number 1 below the golf club. Good.
All right, I'm gonna skip her to testing so it can do it without.
Put bird number 1 above the umbrella. Now put bird number 2 above the umbrella.
See, you gotta listen.
Put bird number 1 below the bat.
There you go.
Now put bird number 2 below the bat.
When they
Put
show her,
bird
she's
number
still.
1
It doesn't even bother
above
thinking.
the ski poles. Now put bird number 2 below
Are you
the
listening?
ski poles. Put bird number 1 above the guitar.
So this is something that can be done with manipulatives too.
Now put bird number 2 above the guitar. Put bird number 1 below the branch.
There you go.
Now put bird number 2 below the branch. Put bird number 1 below the broom. Now put bird number 2 above the broom. Put bird number 1 below the tennis racket. Now put bird number 2 below the tennis racket. Put bird number 1 above the bat. Now put bird number 2 above the bat. Put bird number 1 above the tennis racket. Now
Not listening.
put bird number 2 above the tennis racket.
Hey,
Put bird number
You gotta
1
follow
below
directions.
the skis. Now put bird number 2 below the skis.
good
Put
job.
bird number 1 above the broom. Now put bird number 2 below the broom.
Nice job. You got both
Put
birds.
bird number 1 above the tennis racket.
There you go.
Now put bird number 2 above the tennis racket.
Very good.
Put bird number 1 above the ski poles. Now put bird number 2 above the ski poles. Put bird number 1 below the skis.
Good.
Now put bird number 2 above the skis. Put bird number 1 above the branch. Now put bird number 2 above the branch. Put bird number 1 below the broom.
Good job
Now
listening.
put bird number 2 below the broom.
I think it goes through and if
Put
she's
bird
getting
number
a bunch
1
wrong, it adds
above
more
the
questions
level.
in.
Now put bird number 2 below the level. Put bird number 1 below the ski poles. Now put bird number 2 below the ski poles.
Good job.
Put bird number 1 below the guitar. Now put bird number 2 below the guitar. Put bird number 1 above the branch. Now put bird number 2 above the branch.
All right. Good job. Oops, I didn't print it, did I? Okay. So then it would go through, next it would do it in front of and back of next to, and it just kind of goes through each one and adds on to it at each level. And then level 2 commands. She hasn't done before, but we'll look at a couple just so that you can see it on there if you want.
Ed, can you call Diesel and Holly?
Put bird number 1 below the golf club. Then put bird number 2 below the
It's going
golf
to give her
club.
those steps at the same time. So that's what we're working up to.
Good. Put bird number 1 above the tennis racket. Then put bird number 2 above the tennis racket.
Oh, it's showing her.
Yes.
But you see, what our goal
What
is
bird number
2-step
one?
directions. So they're gonna, like I said, step it up. add
You want to
on.
do that one?
Jeanette!
We're not going to Tim's house. Don't talk about it. Brooke, no one wants to talk about Tim today. Or his house.
Alright.
Today's about work.